2026 Ford F-150 Lightning, you're greeted by a blend of truck ruggedness and modern electric vehicle refinement. The cabin layout stays familiar to the broader F-150 family, but electrification introduces subtle changes that elevate the driving and ownership experience. The seating and controls feel grounded and purpose-driven, yet there are moments of unexpected polish. In the driver's area, the steering wheel and instrument cluster are straightforward, stripped of complex gears or shifters that you might find in conventional pickups. Instead, the simplicity of an EV setup gives way to more room and less disruption. A key feature is the digital gauge pack alongside a touchscreen display, which offers crisp graphics and relatively intuitive controls for vehicle status, navigation and driver assistance systems. For 2026, in the EV Lightning version, one of the trims introduces black all-cloth seating with bold contrast stitching and embroidered branding. Specifically, the STX variant features grabber blue stitching and Lightning STX seat embroidery. The materials up front strike the right balance between durability and comfort. Surfaces are solid and capable of handling worksite grime, but premium trims lean toward leather or synthetic leather for a more upscale feel. The center console in the front is markedly spacious and functional. Rather than a bulky transmission tunnel, the EV drivetrain allows for a flatter floor area, creating better footroom for both the driver and passenger. Storage is generous: cup holders, wide compartments, under armrest bins, and the interior conceals smart touches like fold-flat areas or work surfaces in certain trim levels. While some trims retain more rugged finishes for utility use, others bring in softer materials, contrast accents and ambient lighting to polish the experience. The front seats themselves offer good support. They are firm enough for long trips, yet comfortable enough for daily driving. The visibility is good, with a commanding seating position typical of full-size trucks, but without the intrusive bulk of older pickups. Infotainment and connectivity are strong suits here. The truck's infotainment screen is prominent and user-friendly, and though exact screen size may vary by trim, even earlier versions of the Lightning offered 12-inch driver displays and large touchscreens. Wireless smartphone integration, over-the-air updates and a thorough suite of driver aids all combine to make the cockpit feel up-to-date. The placement of knobs, buttons and touch zones is logical. Cruise, drive modes, climate functions are easily reachable without needing to hunt. The dash layout aims to be clean, and the gear selector or drive mode switch depending on trim is compact enough to preserve usable space. Despite the tech, the front interior keeps its truck roots. Switches are robust, trim panels are well fitted and there's no overly fussy styling. For example, in the rugged STX trim, Ford included an optional black vinyl floor up front for easy cleaning after muddy job site runs. That kind of detail shows that Ford hasn't forgotten that many Lightning buyers will use the truck as a tool, not just a commuter. The seating materials and trims reflect that dual nature. One moment you're driving to a job site, the next you're taking the family out for dinner. Comfort and usability in the front cabin are also aided by thoughtful ergonomics. The steering column is adjustable, the seat base and backrest offer ample range. Visibility outwards is generous, aided by wide windows and carefully positioned A-pillars, while the dash height is moderate enough that you don't feel isolated behind glass. On longer trips, the seats provide decent lumbar support and the air conditioning is quick to respond to changes in climate. Noise levels are lower than many traditional full-size trucks, thanks to the quiet nature of the electric drivetrain, a benefit when you spend hours on the road or in traffic. From a design perspective, the character of the front interior blends purpose and subtle modernity. The instrument layout has been cleaned up compared to older trucks: fewer analog interruptions, more digital feedback. The trim choices are varied. Entry trims lean toward matte black surfaces with practical plastics, while higher trims embrace stitching, contrast piping and upgraded finishes. The color palette is restrained, which suits the utilitarian vibe, but works also when you shift into a more refined mode. With the EV architecture, front cabin space also feels less cramped. The absence of a large protruding transmission tunnel means room for moving around, reaching over, storing gear. It feels more open. On the practical side, front cabin convenience is strong. Plenty of USB-C ports, traditional USB ports, wireless charging and even onboard power outlets cater to the tech-savvy or the tradesperson with tools. The storage beneath the center console can fit laptops or work gear, the door bins are deep, and the glove box is wide. Even small but appreciated touches like an easy-to-reach engine start button, well-placed drive mode dial and intuitive steering wheel buttons contribute to making every drive a little more seamless. While the front interior excels in comfort and technology, a few trade-offs exist. Some reviewers noted that although materials have improved, some of the lower trims still feature less plush plastics or harder surfaces than some luxury siblings. The steering wheel and seat adjustment ranges are good, but extremely tall or very large drivers may find the range just a bit tighter than the absolute top luxury trucks. Also, in heavy work use, while the vinyl floor option is smart, the standard carpet floor may demand more cleaning if you're regularly lugging dirt or gear. In summary, the front interior of the 2026 Ford F-150 Lightning stands out by offering a smart fusion of rugged truck practicality with modern EV sophistication. It's roomy, tech-rich, and designed to accommodate both workday tool use and weekend leisure driving. Whether you're navigating city streets, towing a trailer, or simply commuting with comfort, the front cabin strikes a satisfying balance. If you're looking for a vehicle that doesn't compromise utility for refinement, yet still feels contemporary behind the wheel, the 2026 F-150 Lightning's front interior delivers on that promise.